Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome to a new series. This one is Modern Skyblock 2. It's by Team Rapture and more importantly it's by Backwards Awesome Gamer. So it kind of looks like something else, but it's the word awesome backwards. But yeah, go and check it out. It's on the Twitch launcher. There'll be details in the description below. Now, I've never done a Skyblock on my channel. I've played a little bit of, I think the original Agrarian Skies with the kids way back when. But I've never done a Skyblock, and this is, I guess, in a way, it'll be a bit different. So you might have been expecting Beyond to be here. To be quite honest, I'm a little bored of Beyond. I've kind of gotten to a point where, yeah, there's not much more I really want to do in it. There's blood magic, there's Britannia, there's all sorts of stuff, but it's stuff I've done before and nothing's really greatly changed that much. So I wanted to give this a go, mainly because it's 1.12. So this is the latest version of Minecraft, 1.12. 1.12.2 actually, to be more specific. And this is a Skyblock that doesn't use Ex Nihilo. So it's a little bit different. It uses a mod by the name of Sky Resources, which is this. I've just pushed the G key to bring up this. Now, having never played this pack before, I have seen... nothing like having a tree grow on your face. I have seen someone play this, and if you've ever seen this pack before, you'll know there's different ways of starting. When you first log in, you do like a command of island create, and what that does is you can choose between a couple of different islands. You've got the sand island, the snow island, the wood island, and the grass island. Now, I went for grass because I really wasn't sure, but it kind of skips over the whole first step. So if you're into it, if you're into a little bit of extra difficulty, then by all means go for whichever one of these you want to go with. I think sand is technically the hardest. It's going to sound a little bit different, but kind of the hardest. So with sand, you've got to go. You've got to get some cactus needles. You've got to get all sorts of stuff. And there's some stuff here that says keep at least one cactus and don't use red sand. Blah blah blah. And then you'll get an acacia sapling and you'll get coarse dirt. And you'll go to stage 2. So stage 2 down here. The other one is you've got Snow Island, which you start with snow and you've got to turn it into snowballs, put it in a freezer, and heavy snowballs, build a snowman, and then build whatever it is, a mob farm. Okay? So there's different ways of getting started. I just started with a grass one, so I've pretty much gone straight to stage 2. As it says here, grass or GOG, which is Garden of Glass. Island skips over stage 1, so start with stage 2. This is due to having dirt and a tree on this island. Garden of Glass skips a little further due to having a method to get cobblestone. Continue to stage 2. So in stage 2 it says here, this stage is the most important stage as it provides all the methods for getting nearly all of the basic resources. It's very important to learn how to use everything in this section of the guide. So very first thing is these casings. And just for those playing along at home, there is a guide which has books, etc. And there is some detail in here on what to do. So you can use either of the methods to get through this. Pretty much one of the first things to do once you have a tree is build a mob farm. Mob drop is the best design, but if you don't have materials, you can just build one, like a closed off area. Once you've killed a creeper and obtained gunpowder, you're able to craft a wooden heat component. You use that to make a dirt furnace or a wooden combustion chamber. Combustion heater, sorry. Combustion heater can't be placed by itself and can only be placed in a casing. To set up a combustion chamber, you can look in the Sky Resources guide, G. At this point in time, you'll probably want to put a trapdoor at the top and throw items into the chamber through it. Note that that will only work with a wooden one. Once you have your combustion chamber ready to go, you're able to create dirt from plant matter and blaze powder from gunpowder. Right, so you can see here I kind of skipped ahead, more so just to remove some of the grindy sort of first steps of doing this pack. I've expanded my platform out a bit, grew a few trees, collected some wood, and I made what can only be described as a rudimentary mob farm. But it works. That's the main thing. Half slabs on the top, just so nothing spawns. This is all lower half slabs. And the only thing I think that would technically be able to spawn a mob is where the trees are. But because the saplings there, hopefully not. It's also the reason I put a slab on top of the crafting station. Just so that I've got the ability to not have to worry about things spawning on top. So let's look here. I've got a couple of things. I was getting a little low on food. I don't know what this bit under here with the eaten piece is. I don't know whether that's a particular mod doing that. But I made the apple tree with some apples that I had because I was running, as I said, running a little low on food. Look, we've already got another creeper. As it said in the book there, gunpowder is going to be very, very handy. Almost used up this sword. It's just a vanilla sword. So I guess once I break this right now, I'll punch them from now on or something. The only other thing I was going to try and make was maybe be some fences, just so I don't fall off. But for the moment, let's have a look at this sky resources. So it said then about needing a wooden casing. You can see here efficiency 50%, max heat units. I'm guessing that is 100. Stone is 100% and 600, but and there's a couple of things we're going to need. One is the dirt furnace, and the other was something else. So we need to make these wooden heat components. So that's just wood around gunpowder. Fairly simple. Wood around gunpowder gives us a wooden heat component. And there's 2 layers, I think it is, on the original starting platform, so you get 18 dirt. I think I might have lost 1 or 2 over the side, which was very, very derpy of me. What am I looking for? Compressed dirt. Goodness. Compressed dirt. And that. Is it not compressed dirt? It's reinforced dirt. That's just dirt. Oh my gosh. Going all exciting about this. Right, so the other thing we need is the wooden casing. So we're going to need some sticks, some wood, and then another 4 sticks in the middle. So let's just get some sticks. Let's make, whoops, that. Oh, my mouse control today is terrible, and I need to rotate that one. No, apparently, oh, it's wood. Okay, so we're going to get a wooden casing. Now, from memory, and if we look here for recipe for dirt, we want this one. So combustion, we need plant matter and dirt. It gives us the dirt and 100 heat units. So wooden combustion heater. Okay. Dirt furnace. Let's check our guide again. Oh, the combustion heater can't be placed by itself. But the dirt furnace can, apparently. Okay. Dirt furnace. Awesome. Plant matter is just plant matter. Just some plants. So we can use cactus or potatoes. Or just saplings, it looks like, that gives us plant matter. It would be nice to be able to get leaves. There's botanic miners. I don't know whether there's shears in this pack, actually. Clay shears would be interesting if we can get there. Just a couple of bits of clay. Clay comes from, I don't know, stuff. Alright, so I need to make the other thing, which was the at sky is not condenser, combustion heater. So the wooden one is just wood. Okay, so let's make another one of those. What am I doing? Probably want to convert this back into this for now. That will give us a wooden combustion here. So I need to put the casing down, as it says about putting trapdoors down. So let's put that down and okay, so it's in there. And I think the idea is you actually put dirt around it. So I hope I haven't run out of dirt. Still saying invalid multi-block. Okay, multi-block not formed. Okay, let's have a read. Combustion heaters. Make sure the structure is valid. Drop. Okay, just make sure the structure is valid. Tell me how. Casing, different variants. Casing. Make sure you insert the correct machine for that structure. Set one of the machines by right-clicking. Say it out. Different variants of the casing may affect efficiency, fuel efficiency, etc. Structure valid. Drop items inside. Okay, so this is shown here. I see. So I use wood on top. Okay, so I was a little bit out of place. I just need wood, which is good because I didn't want to really waste all my dirt. Probably going to lose this one though, unless slab. Ah, mine. Alright, so I'm going to need... I got planks. That's cool. So the idea is we put this down. And then we want to put... No. Stop. Stop doing this, Lens. You're really, really derping this up. Ooh, excuse me. So let's go, right, so we want to look at putting this on top. We need a button. Can I make a button, please? Yep, excellent button on the front. Let's put you inside. And then the idea is... one there. One there. It's ridiculous. I kind of need to get up here too, so probably wouldn't have hurted to keep a couple of slabs. Yeah, let's do that. So we can build ourselves some stairs maybe. Okay, let's try this again. Valid multi-block. Okay. Ooh. Drop items into the inside of the structure above the heater and make sure that the ratio of items is the same as the recipe. Note you can put in stacks of items at a time as long as the heat units last during the crafting. Push the button on the heater or give the heater a redstone signal. Something exploded, it worked. Now pick up the items. So what we want to do is we want wooden heater allows wooden and glass blocks to be used. Stone allows rock and glass. Process can be automated using the dropper or the quick dropper or the combustion collector. Alright, so we've made this. The idea is we put whatever it is we're going to want in this spot. So in the case of this, we want plant matter and its uses in combustion. 4 will give us dirt. 8 and snowball. No, don't have that. So just 4 will give us dirt. So we've got some saplings. Let's make I think I've got okay. That's 12. Use. It just says heat units. I don't know what we use for heat units. Heat sources. Lava, lava, fire. Okay. So if we throw this in here, it's probably not going to work because there's nothing in there to do it. Right. So what we need is a way of igniting this, which I think, and I don't know, I'm just guessing. Apparently not. Oh, wait. Whoops. Oopsie. I think actually what we need to do is, and I'm probably completely derping this up. Let's have a look. It's multi-blocks formed. It's got 34 heat units. Okay. So we need to give it heat. There's 100. If I go bang, awesome. This should be done. And we got the 1 dirt. Okay. So obviously we need heat units per item. I'm going to get rid of this block because it's not needed. But that's how we can create dirt. And I know, look, my platform's terrible. The pack does have a vein miner type arrangement built in, which is excellent. So it's the same as a normal vein miner. It's just the tilde button. So the one next to your number 1. Excellent. A few more saplings. Let's plant a couple more. And let's dump some of this junk off. Right. So, what's next? We can make dirt. But what else can we make at this point? Increase. Once you have a combustion chamber, you're able to create dirt from plant matter and blaze powder from gunpowder. Okay, so what do we need blaze powder for? Water. Once you have a tree, you're able to craft a water extractor or even a compressed water extractor. You can use them to collect water from leaves, snow, or cacti. Water extractor can also be used as a way for storing or moving water in the early game. Water you place will require a block update. Once you have infinite water source, and you don't have to worry about water anymore, you're able to make clay. The clay, you're able to craft clay shears. Excellent. So, these trees need to go. Let's work out this water extractor? It's just planks. So we've got dirt. Let's have a look at water extractors, because we're going to need at least 2 buckets, and we'll need to set up a little area where we can do this. Let's just take this block as well, because it's currently not formed. Now, it did say about using a trapdoor. So is that something I can... Oops. Something I can do as a complete block? If I put this here, does it count? Oh, it does. Oh, that's great. That's fantastic. So I can just open it up, shut it, bang. Nice. No mobs in the farm. Excellent. Just not really what I needed, but yeah. All right. So let's get. Oh, let's get some tools. Would be a good start. Ridiculous. Just 1 second. Just need to move my window there for my my recording software. If I need water source, this is the lower one. If we just do a little 2x2 thing here, should be alright. Grab some more of these. Again, not ideal, but we'll give it a go. So let's see, because we're getting apples here now. You're complete. Nice. Cool. Nice little food source. Might not need that block up there anymore, but let's have a look at this tool and what it does with leaves. I'm just holding right click. Okay, so it took 20 millibuckets per leaf. Okay, so I need what, 1,000? Yikes! I'm gonna need some trees. You do also have like twerking mod in here, I think. So that's something I will need to. Well, hang on. This says acts as bone meal, right? So if I then do this for a bunch of trees, for everything I can reach, I guess. And I'm guessing maybe I didn't need 2. I'm not 100% sure. This is going to take me a while. So what do I need? If it's giving me 20, it's 5 per 100. So I've got to do this, what, 25 times? For those of you who watch the Illumination series, you may also recognize something in the sky, and that's these stars. This pack does have astral sorcery in it, so we will be able to get into doing 480. I think my maths is off, by the way. 20 millibuckets. 5 for 100. Only 50. 10 times 5. So yes, it does have the astral sorcery mod, so we'll be getting back into that at a later date. But I guess in the meantime, while I'm here just extracting water out of leaves, let me know what you think of doing this pack as a series. Because honestly, as I said, I'm a little bored with the Beyond series. I haven't trashed the world or anything. It's still possible to do stuff in it. I may revisit it, but every time I say that, I generally don't go back. I generally just move on to something new. I debated whether to do a Fullcraft 2 series, which I may still do, because Fullcraft 2 now has some slightly different mods in it, and it's also got quests. So that's just something a little bit different. Ooh, got 1,080. Ooh, that'll be 1 bucket. How do I place? Oh, look at that. So as it says, it needs a block update. So what we need now is the tree gone. For a start, a new tree planted. Let's grab this. and then I need another bucket's worth. So yeah, in the comments, or even just hitting the like button will help me understand what you're, whether you like the series, or whether you want to continue seeing me do a skyblock. As I said, this is the first time I've done a skyblock on the channel. Skyblocks generally, in my opinion, are fairly grindy. And I will try to do as much as I can off camera. I mean, at the moment I'm extracting water while talking. But it's the reason I set up a bit of a starter area without recording, because I figured, you know, if you're anything like myself, I've watched a fair bit of Minecraft on YouTube. I've watched a few Skyblocks. Again, they're not my normal go-to pack. They're not my normal go-to as something to watch. But Skyblocks do have their place. And this one is no different to any other. As I said earlier, the main difference being that this is a 112 pack. I am playing on normal mode, by the way. There are a couple of different modes that this pack has. One is more of a kitchen sink pack where kind of everything's unlocked to an extent. And you can create creative items. Okay, so it says I need to do a block update. Is that right? Do I need to block update in here? Oh, yep, I think it might be it. We have an unlimited water source. Nice. You can see what I've been doing here. Bit of food. So the book says, and we are getting very close to wrapping up points, so I'll try and make this quick. The book says about once you have an infinite water source, you don't have to worry about watering it. You're able to make clay. With the clay, you're able to craft clay shears, with which you'll be able to obtain leaves. The leaves can be used to craft even more plant matter than before. With the clay, you're also able to craft a clay bucket for transferring around liquids other than water. In which case, we'll then get on to cobblestone. So, as it said earlier, you can make blaze powder. So, uses of gunpowder. Let's quickly just look at this before we wrap up. And perhaps I will do this in between episodes. This combustion, we need 75 heat units, and we're going to get 3 blaze powder. Literally the, oops, let's go this way. The combustion and the uses of blaze powder. I believe in this pack there's a way of turning it into redstone, netherrack, primus, alchemical dust, uranium. I thought there was a way of turning it into lava. But, again, something we're going to look at next episode. Also, one of the other cool things, we've got an ender chest in our inventory the whole time. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap up here. I'm going to do, I don't know, a little bit more stuff. I'm going to go kill a few more mobs. Probably wouldn't hurt to take a sword over there and take out a few more unfriendlies. Yeah. Again, first time on Skyblock, derps will be had. Apparently the cool thing about this is you can't die in the void. I don't know whether that means you just lose everything, but I have been a little cheaty and turned on keep items on depth because I'm a noob. So, yep. Let me know what you think. Comments in the section below. I hope you come back and join me for another episode of Modern Skyblock 2. Thanks for watching. See you later.